Hello, Sir Winston. Welcome to a special SWC TV broadcast. Student Council has been working hard for the last few months for a special event coming up at the end of May, on May 27th, actually. Here to tell you all about it is President Zaya.
Hi, everyone. It's hard to believe that there's only a month and a half of school left. And as we head towards the end of the year, Student Council wanted to promote a charity event for the whole school to participate in. We're very aware of all the charitable things that our students are doing over the course of this year, but we realize that as a school and as a student body, we don't have an event that really connects people with SWC. We're hoping to change that this year. We want to create a legacy from year to year that can define us, so that when people think of SWC, they don't just think of our amazing arts, athletics, and academics. We also want them to think about how we give back to our community. And this year, we looked beyond our own school and developed a relationship with the Niagara Children's Center. Here's AJ with more details.
So the Children's Center is located across the street from Brock University on Glenridge Avenue. It provides rehabilitation and support services to children and youth with physical, developmental, and communicative delays and disabilities. It offers services to over 3,000 children and their families from all over Niagara. For many families with children with exceptionalities, it is the only place where they can get treatment. Last month, Student Council visited the center, and here's a video of our visit.
This is the Niagara Children's Center, located just 3 kilometers from Sir Winston. Student Council toured the facility to learn about the programs that it offers to over 3,000 children and their families in the Niagara region.
We don't see kids who are typically developing but break a leg or something. That's not our mandate. We see children who have more special needs, so typically have needs in more than one area. But we do strongly believe that early interventions of treating kids when they're young, that will get a lot more skills. We try and give them some functional skills so that they are a little bit more functional when they're an adult.
I did a co-op at the Niagara Children's Center last semester, and it is really important to our community because it's the only place we have for children with special needs and disabilities to go, and they can get the specialized support and teaching that they need in a classroom setting that suits their disability.
So I thought that the Children's Center was a really good environment, and the facilities were great, and it was an awesome opportunity for us to go over there and learn about what the children deal with and all the special care that they get.
It was such a fulfilling and humbling experience. I'm really happy that we are supporting this cause. The work that the Children's Center does within the community is highly underrated, so I'm really glad we're giving it the recognition it deserves.
Before we visited the Children's Center, I really didn't know anything about it. So I think it's really cool that we get to explore the community, and it's like a really good cause.
As a teacher, I've had a career where I've taught kids from lots of different backgrounds, but when I went to the center I saw kids that are dealing with a completely different set of circumstances. So I just thought it was important that we try and help those kids and see what Sir Winston can do to offer something back to the community.
All the proceeds from our event at SWC will be donated towards a new piece of equipment for the center's gait lab. Gait testing is done to determine a person's manner of walking. Our walk is going to help children walk. We are so excited for this opportunity to help children and families in our community. We're walking so others can too.
So to help get a perspective of what the center does for our community, we have a very special guest in the studio today. Here's Mr. Kitchen with more.
All right, look who's here. We've got a really special guest. It's Miss Johnson, and here to introduce our even specialer guest and to explain what the center does for our community, I'm going to hand it over to Miss Johnson.
Hello, everybody. I'm Miss Johnston. This is my daughter, Lucia. Lucia has Down syndrome, and we've been going to the Children's Center for 2.5 years now. They've helped her out with a lot of things. So because she has Down syndrome, she has medical complications, she has learning disabilities, and she has physical disabilities as well. So we have a team of people who work with us. We go probably twice a week on average. She has a physiotherapist who's helped her learn to sit and how to walk. Now she's working on running and jumping. She has a speech therapist who has basically taught us how to make language simple for her to understand. And now she uses sign language and some words to speak. And we also have an occupational therapist who's taught her how to feed herself. And this person is now working on her hand-eye coordination. So she's doing puzzles and games, as well as drawing and things like that. And now she's, and also, we have a social worker who helps us, the family, basically cope with what it's like to have a disabled child and help us to help her find activities in the community such as swimming or dance lessons that would be appropriate for her. So basically the Children's Center has done so much for me and Lucia and my family. They've taught her so much. They've taught us a lot how to help her become a participating member of society, and she can play with other kids and she can interact with people, and that's more than I could ever give back. So they do great things for a lot of families all over Niagara, and it's definitely a cause worth helping.
Thank you so much, and thanks for helping us kick off our big campaign this year. I'm going to send it back to Alana.
Okay, the Niagara Children's Center is currently trying to improve its gait lab to better help kids that struggle with walking. They need a piece of equipment that costs around $17,000, and that's where we come in. So on Wednesday, May 27th, Sir Winston is having their first annual Sir Winston WALKS Walkathon for the Niagara Children's Center. So we're walking so others can too. If you donate $10 or more, you'll be excused from class during the morning of May 27th, and we'll walk the 3.5-kilometer route. So we'll take us down Jacobson, down Glendale, back towards the school on Glen Ridge, then down Glen Morris to the school. It will take about 45 minutes, and upon your return, our wonderful prefects will be hosting a barbecue, so you'll get served with your lunch if you've participated in the walk. You'll be back in class for period 3, and the rest of the day will go as normal. For more information about how you can participate and donate, here is Seeger.
Thanks, Alana. How do you help? We need you to sign up because we can't do this without the entire school, obviously. So our fundraising this year is all online, and it's super simple. So to join, you just go onto the Sir Winston website, and you'll find a link for the walk. And there's a big banner, so you shouldn't be missing it. And yeah, there it is. Okay. Once you click on the link, you will choose sign up. From there, you have 2 options. If you think you and a bunch of students want to go as a team, like if you're already on a club or a team and you guys all want to go, you can do that. Or you can register as an individual. Either way, as long as you're helping out and doing it, that's awesome. And then once you choose your option, your own donation page will be created. Simply fill out your information. And once you are set up, you are good to go. You can add your family's email address so they can donate too. And, even Mr. Kitchen's mom already donated $25, so that's off to a great start. Thanks. And on the day of the event, which is May 27th, and for that day only, you can text KIDS SWC to 20222, and $10 will automatically go to the center on your behalf. So to talk about our goals for this campaign is Madeline.
Okay, so like Alana said before, we want our contributions to help fund equipment for the gait lab at the center. To get there, we have some expectations of you. First and foremost, we expect you to walk. This means you must make a minimum donation of $10, which is the lowest contribution you can make if you're going to walk on the 27th. We want to see everyone out in their spirit wear that day, walking proudly for SWC. We want this to be an event that becomes an SWC legend, and we need your support for that. We will also have prizes for individual students who raise the most, as well as for the group that raises the most money. While we can't get into too many specifics right now, we can give a bit of a teaser. So there's been some talk that the person with the most donations will get a certified, signed by Miss Purser pass that automatically gets you to the front of the cafeteria line any day, any time, which is good for the remainder of your time at SWC, however many years you have left. There will be more announcements on prizes as the campaign heats up, so don't miss out. Our financial goal is to raise $5,000. We know we can hit that. Actually, we think this is a little bit low for us since Student Council alone has committed to donating $1,000 towards our goal. So we're going to sweeten the deal a bit. We'd be content with $5,000, but we want to set a stretch goal of $10,000 by May 27th. Mathematically, it's simple. If everyone in the school donated the $10 minimum, we'd reach our goal. Of course, there's no maximum, so we encourage all of you to get out there. Talk to your friends and family and get as many donations as you can. It's a great cause. So here to talk more about what happens if we get $10,000 is Mr. Kitchen.
Hello, Sir Winston. Like Maddie said, we are our goal for this year is $5,000, but we're pretty confident that we can hit that. So what we thought we would do is aim for 10 and see what we could do if we got $10,000 donated towards the center. And so I've gone around and made some campaign promises on other people's behalf. They may or may not know this is happening. So if we get $10,000, Mr. Sheard and Mrs. Sargent are going to post their high school yearbook pictures in the front display case. If we get $10,000, Mrs. Cox is going to wear her prom dress for an entire day. If we get $10,000 toward our goal on May 27th when we walk for the Niagara Children's Center, Mr. Bruschke is going to wear his green morph suit for an entire period and teach in his morph suit. If we get $10,000, the science department as a whole is going to sing a cappella Bryan Adams' The Summer of '69 on SWC TV News. If we get $10,000 toward our goal, Mr. Breton is going to go a whole day without being grumpy, which I would pay $15,000 to see that. If we get $10,000 toward our goal, Mr. Glantz is going to wear a Leafs jersey for an entire day. And if we get $10,000 toward our goal, the English department is going to recreate, move by move, step by step, except without any students in the hallways, the lip dub from last year. So those are a few of the promises that we've laid out for you already. More to come as the campaign goes on. You have 3 weeks until the walk. In fact, just one day under 3 weeks toward the walk. So this is our May campaign for charity. Remember, we're walking so that others can too.
Thank you very much, Bulldogs. We are so excited to kick this off, and we hope you all are too. Stay tuned for tons of more information to follow. We might be having a t-shirt making party. Stay tuned for more details. Thank you very much.